Okay, so this 2022, we saw the launch of, hold on, flagship iPhone 14 Pro, Samsung S22 Ultra, Pixel 7, Google's first flagship after a long time. But you know what was the most hyped phone of 2022? This, the Nothing Phone 1. In terms of price and even views. And we did a full review of it, and at that time the phone had a lot of quality control issues like dust in the back panel, pixel dead and software bugs. But right now, the Nothing Phone 1 is selling for 27,499. Like you can see it on Flipkart, this is the lowest price ever. And two more big news about this phone. Number one, Nothing has just released the Android 13 beta variant, which they claim has made the phone super fast. Number two, Nothing has decided to not release a new smartphone probably for the entire 2023. They'll just focus on and improve the Nothing Phone 1. Now that is very strange for the Indian smartphone market, and some brands should start taking notes. I don't know why I did that. So now we have two Nothing Phone 1 in the house, and I and the team were using Nothing Phone 1 as a daily driver for about 4 to 5 months now. Now, of course, let's straight jump into software and bugs. So this white phone has the old Android 12 and this black Nothing Phone 1 has Android 13. So now we can see it live, the truth in black and white. Now we had quite a lot of small bugs in Android 12, but one that bothered quite a lot. If I get a missed call on the Nothing Phone 1 and I tap call back on the notification, it literally did nothing. And if I do the same on Android 13, see, now there is a callback happening. So a lot of bugs are solved and they have added improvements and features. Like Nothing claims that app launch time has been increased. So see, on both the phones, there are no apps in memory. So let's launch smaller apps like YouTube, definitely faster on Android 13. Twitter, again, faster on Android 13, and even I have tried with games, the Android 13 opens apps faster. And to my surprise, we ran Antutu on the Android 13 phone, and consistently, the Android 13 one scored 5 to 6% more. Like in day-to-day life, let me show you, the app launch animation and all is so much better on Android 13. It feels a lot smoother. Rest, there's a new weather app, it looks nice, but I don't think in India a lot of people use the weather app. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then you have some Android 13 features like, now see, if I install a new app like MyGate, and if I open it, you will get a pop-up to asking for notification permission. So you can deny and use an app without sending notifications. Now the benefit is, if you have bloatware pre-installed on your phone, by default they can't send you notifications. There's also a new game dashboard where you can enable D&D and see live game FPS. And in my 2 weeks of usage of this Android 13 beta, I have rarely found bugs. And this is one interesting bug. When I open PhonePe and I swipe down during the fingerprint process, the app just crashes, and it only happens with PhonePe. So overall for the beta, it is very stable. I mean, quite bug-free. Sorry, bad joke. But now the major question is, the Nothing Phone 1 now costs 28,000, and in that price, you also have two new phones, the Realme 10 Pro Plus and the Redmi Note 10 Pro Plus. So how good is the camera compared to the competition? Like straight up, the number one thing, the natural colors and the brightness control of the Nothing Phone 1 is really good. Like you see in this back photo, if you zoom in, the Redmi phones has overblown the entire bag area. You cannot see the logo. In Realme, you can see the logo, but it has slightly boosted colors. But Nothing Phone 1 is all real life colors. And the sensor is sharp. In all photos, if you zoom in, it maintains neck to neck with the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 200 megapixel sensor. Even I like the portrait mode, blur, everything on the Nothing Phone 1. Overall, it's a bit better than Realme 10 Pro Plus and give or take close to Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. Pros and pluses. And I've been using this phone for a long time, and surprisingly, 7 out of 10 times it takes good photo. It misses sometimes, but mostly the photos are good. Surprisingly, even the video recording in 4K 30 FPS is good and the stabilization is okayish. Rest, there's one thing which Nothing Phone 1 did very well. Now, it was one of the first phones to have 5G for both Airtel and Jio. Fun fact, Pixel phones still haven't received the 5G update. First of all, in a simple way, see 5G is of two types. Assume this is a 4G tower. With some improvements, we can convert this into a 5G tower. This is NSA 5G. And this is a brand new tower built with all components for 5G. This is SA standalone 5G. Now both have pros and cons, that is for some other video. Now Airtel uses NSA 5G. So with this phone, I get 5G, but this is NSA 5G. So what happens is 5G calling is not supported on NSA. So if I use data, I'll be on 5G, but when I have to make a call, I have to switch back to 4G. So this back and forth switching between 4G and 5G causes a lot of battery drain, but this Nothing Phone 1 has Smart 5G mode, which smartly uses 5G when required. So I have been still getting 1 day battery life on the Nothing Phone 1. After using the Nothing Phone 1 for 6 months, Should you buy it or not? Well, see, the company is doing well in terms of software support. Slowly keep on adding small features, like I still use this flip to glyph gesture. I just keep my phone upside down, it goes to silent. And then I can see if someone is calling or not by just these lights. It's like an alert slider, but with lights. I like the idea of nothing, that they'll keep supporting this phone and working on it rather than launching just another phone. Kind of what OnePlus used to do before. Now, we can talk about the company and the future, but at the price of 28,000, I feel Nothing Phone 1 is a good phone. You get a premium glass finish, metal frame, wireless charging and reverse wireless charging. It is useful sometimes. So if you want a phone with good software experience, premium feel, definitely recommended at this price. But if you're looking for gaming or like the best specs, this is not the phone. There are better or even cheaper options. On that note, if you like this long-term review format, 10,000 likes, we'll try to do it more in 2023. This is Pradeep signing off. See you pretty soon. Pew, pew, pew.